As students across the country begin the new school year, 500 history makers will return with them to bring them a renewed attention to the needs of the nation's education system and their students. It's part of the second annual Back to School program sponsored by history makers. Cecil Hayes is part of this national organization. She explains how this effort will impact children right here in South Florida and across America. Thanks very much for joining us. This is quite an effort, isn't it? And it happens one day a year.
It's quite an effort, and I'm proud to say that they have over 500 history makers throughout the country that will be participating in this one-day effort, and they call it Commit.
Commit.
I love that word because the message that we're taking to the students is that if you commit, you can do it. I'm so excited that they called me and asked me to be a part of it. Actually, I've been a history maker for 9 years now, but this is the first time that I participated in the back to school effort.
Now, you're world-renowned as a designer, aren't you?
I've done quite well, yes, yes.
And tell us, you've actually really designed some celebrities' homes as an interior designer.
Yes, I have. My first celebrity was in 1996, Wesley Snipes. I did his home. It made Architectural Digest. It was actually the beginning of many celebrities for me. And the second one that I really love is Samuel Jackson. Not only is he a client, but they're dear friends. They came to help me to raise money for the African American Library in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. And he was our superstar, and we were able to raise over $150,000 because of Samuel and his wife.
People locally want to see some of your work. Yes. They can just go to the African American Library and see some of the interior design work there.
Well, not really. The African American Library is basically like any other library. They just focus in on some African and history. I have a furniture line that they could see online. It's called the Michaela line. So I'm not only a designer of homes, but I also am a designer of furniture items.
And you're a participant in History Makers, and where are you going on that day?
Dillard High School in Fort Lauderdale. My alma mater. I finished from Dillard. I'm not going to tell you the year.
Just a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, but that's where I would be.
That's great. And have you done this before?
No, no.
What do you expect?
I've been to Dillard before to present other concepts of improvement and achievement. So what I expect is, what I want to deliver, is a message that I came from the same area that most of you guys came from, and I went to the same type of schools, and look what happened to me. I've done work all over the globe. I'm the top 100 designer in the world by Architectural Digest. So the message is, don't take your environment too serious, because you can overcome and you can be any type of achiever that you so choose to be. And
it's important to note that you have some amazing celebrities, everybody from President Obama to Colin Powell, Dionne Warwick, actually taking part in History Makers across the country.
Correct. The History Makers is wonderful because it's an oral history that me as other history makers, we're allowed to tell our story from which we came, from what happened on the journey. And it's a living history before we pass away and someone else has to give our words.
Right. What an amazing, amazing testimony. And this really does work. This really does give people the impetus to say, well, if they could do it, I can do it.
I know so. I believe so. It's too many times that children see the people big as life, and they only see once you have been successful. So they really don't know the story. And when you really start to tell them that you came like I came from the parents that didn't finish high school, because of the time and the area in which they were raised. And you can tell them that they could do it.
Take joy in the journey, right? Yes. Learning how leaders are leaving a legacy in the lives of children nationwide. For Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Spiro Canton. Thank you for watching.